Hello YouTube, Dbtgamer Show, Pokemon Let's Play, part 56. In the last part, YouTube, we finally finished off,
wherever the hell we are.
Route 15. We can now enter Future City. Adam, please, Pokemon roll call. I gotta heal my Pokemon.
Okay, in Future City, most all of them in the water. You can find a Psyduck, common in red and blue.
Here we go. If you manage to catch 50 Pokemon, you get the experience points share all. This item will share all experience points between all 6 of your Pokemon in your party. It's a very good item, but
It takes ages to level everything up.
it takes ages to get all those Pokemon, but I definitely recommend getting it because it helps with level grinding.
It's okay when you level grinding something that you've just caught. It's like level 3 in the Pokemon around your area, like level 36. Throw that little guy into your party. Have the main guy. Well, you can't carry things in this world, can you?
No, but experience points shared is an item in your inventory.
Oh, it works just in your inventory.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
This was before held items were invented.
Anyway, Seeking, common in all 3 versions.
Seeking. It's a very good water Pokemon. It's very physical, quick, as far as attack's concerned. Its special's not bad either, so it's definitely a decent water Pokemon.
And Gyarados, rare in yellow.
Gyarados. If you can get around the fact that if it gets hit by lightning it basically keels over, it's a good Pokemon. Yeah, as long as you can get that, as long as you can bypass that problem, Gyarados is a good Pokemon.
And naturally you can find a Krabby, Goldie and a Magikarp. They're pretty much very common in every droplet of water in existence.
Right, this house here, you can get the Good Rod.
So you got the Super Rod before the Good Rod.
Yeah.
Weird. It's a bin, mate.
Yeah, but sometimes there's an item in the bin. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a tour of this town. This town is pretty big. This is the warden's house. Basically, the warden's lost his teeth, and you have to go find them. They're in the Safari Zone. You have to move that board, and it gets you an item. I think it's a. I can't remember what it is.
Doesn't matter. Are we going to continue the topic now, or are you going to concentrate on your
I'm
little tour?
concentrating on exploring the town. We'll do the topic in a minute, Adam, okay?
Right. That's the Poison Gym.
Yeah, the gym in this town is a poison gym. Koga, as far as gym leaders go, he's not really that tough. Poison type is pretty easy to beat. All you need is a decent psychic Pokemon, a decent flying Pokemon. There's very few things that poison actually can beat. If you've got a pure grass type, yeah, poison's going to cause you a problem, but in the first generation of Pokemon, every grass type was also a sub-type, which was poison.
Yeah, and I've given it a lot of thought, and I've decided not to give Cougar a voice.
You lazy tosser, why not?
Because no matter what I do, no matter how I structure my voice, no matter how I make it sound, no matter what accent I use, I can't help but think this is just too friggin' racist.
It's Pokemon, it's meant to be racist.
No, it isn't.
Some of the same series who came with Jinx.
What is wrong with Jinx? Seriously?
It has big lips, and it's also black. It's a black person stereotype, apparently.
No, it's a clown. They were a type of clown of guys with black face paint and big white lips. It's an exaggeration of facial features, a staple of the clown. For fuck's sake, it's not racist.
Right, Adam, could you pause? I need to do some shopping because you can buy Ultra Ball here for 1,200 Pokédollars.
Yay.
And we're back. Right, that's my shopping done, YouTube. I bought 10 Ultra Balls. I've traded in my Great Balls. The Ultra Ball is basically the best Pokeball in the game that's not a Master Ball. if you look around this town, you can find
A Lapras.
entries for your Pokedex. This is Lapras. So if you talk to each one of these signs, you can get entry for your Pokedex. It counts as seeing that Pokemon. This is quite good if you can't see this Pokemon in your version.
My personal favourite water Pokemon.
Yeah, I have to say I like Lapras as well. Is this Kabuto?
It's a frisbee.
No, it's a shellfish.
No, it's a frisbee with eyes.
And here we have Missing No. I couldn't resist, it's Kangaskhan.
You couldn't resist. You resisted when I suggested you call your Marowak. Is it a Marowak?
Cubone.
Cubone Missing No.
Alright, well maybe I'll go back to the thing and call it Missing No. In here we have a Voltorb, which is very strange because you can't even get a Voltorb in the Safari Zone. And most of these Pokemon are from the Safari Zone, so...
Apart from the Voltorb.
Apart from the Lapras, but you can't from the Safari Zone either.
We can find the Lapras.
In a giant building in Saffron City. Here's Chansey, one of the hardest Pokemon to catch in the game, but it's an absolute tank. It has a lot of health. Potentially, you can get 999
Health.
Yeah, if you train it right, you can get that high. And here we have Slowpoke. Well, that's pretty much it for this town, YouTube. What we got in here?
A couple of dudes. Go away. They probably have something interesting to say, but we've long since stopped caring.
Well, when we get to Cinnabar Island, we need to care, because there's some diaries in the Pokemon we might need to have a look at. They're all about the origins of Mewtwo, and it's... From what I remember, it was quite interesting to read. That's Safari Zone. We're not going there yet.
Speaking of Mewtwo, how are we doing with Mew?
Mew is level 33. So...
Oh.
Level 30. So, Mew's coming along nicely. Anyway, let's do the gym.
Right.
So, could you pause camera whilst I get my team sorted out? Because my team's not ready yet. Right, YouTube. I've sorted my team out, so let's get going. The future gym. Well, it's basically a set of invisible walls and a set of trainers. If you look carefully, you can see these sort of like square tiles, and you can sort of figure out where you need to go in the gym.
Semi-transparent walls.
Yeah.
Not actually invisible. Anyway, while you're doing that, I'll carry on with the topic, shall I?
Go on then.
Right.
How much time got left?
We're on 8:26.
Right, don't do the Final Fantasy yet, pick a shorter game.
I've only got 2 and they're pretty long.
Well, which one's the shortest?
Neither of them.
Alright.
I could say that Sonic is the Sonic series.
Well,
As far as I'm concerned, everything after Sonic and Knuckles is non-canon and should be destroyed. That's all I'm saying.
well, what's Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2? Sonic Adventure 2 you can't really argue it's a good game, but it is.
Is it after Sonic and Knuckles?
Yes, it is, but
It's
you can't.
non-canon then. I refuse to acknowledge that Sonic could ever be this bad.
Sonic Adventure 2 is not a bad game.
We're talking about the same game that put breasts on a bat.
Yeah, one of the characters has problems.
Then again, Sonic Adventure 1 was somewhat obsessed by getting the camera shoved up Amy's skirt.
Kadabra, you suck! And why haven't any psychic Pokemon in a poison gym?
Why not? Yeah, Sonic 1 was... I won't say it was the best game ever, but it's fun. Sonic 2 was...
Sonic 1 was good, but the thing that I didn't like about it was if you wanted to roll into enemies, you had to jam your finger on diagonals, and I'm never really good at doing that.
No, you didn't. You just carried on running and pressed down.
Oh. I always ended up pressing diagonal, and that's how I learned to play it when I was younger. Because we had an original Mega Drive and stuff. I used to jam myself on diagonal, it used to work. I never knew pressing down whilst walking would work, guys. That used to make me duck.
Well, if you'd stopped, yeah, it would, but... Anyway, Sonic 2 was fun. That was fantastic fun. Sonic 3 was...
You're trying to headbutt a brick wall, you're an idiot!
Sonic 3 was the first Sonic game I ever played, and I loved it. When Sonic and Knuckles came out, the Sonic 3 and Knuckles expansion is by far one of my favourite games of all time. The Sonic 3 and Knuckles expansion thing, where you can explore the Sonic 3 world with Knuckles and uncover different routes and hidden items and shit like that. And plus, it improved. I don't know, how can I explain this? You get all the Chaos Emeralds, you can turn to Super Sonic. Or Super Knuckles. Remember Super Knuckles? You know, the thing that Sonic bitches about that he can do. Yes, I can transform Super Sonic. Yes, Knuckles can do that as well, you know, dipshit. You know. And you get so far, you lose your Chaos Emeralds, and you start collecting Super Emeralds. You get all of them, you can now become Hyper Sonic, who can double jump twice and annihilate everything on screen. He's got this like, I don't know, weird epileptic fit inducing colour scheme to him. You got Hyper Knuckles, which is more or less the same as Super Knuckles, just more powerful because he can punch walls and make earthquakes. And it even affects Tails. He becomes invincible, and he's suddenly got these like 4 birds that float around him and just home in and kill things. You just sort of sit in a corner and bosses die. It's epicness.
Until you run out of rings.
Until you run out of rings, and then you sort of sat in a corner with no defence and things are heading towards you. That's not fun. And then Sonic 3D, Sonic 3D was rather shite, isometric.
Sonic 3D Flicky's Island. Well, when I played it, I actually liked it.
It didn't make sense. It didn't feel like a Sonic game. You can't run very fast. There's no real flow. All you're doing is beating up robots, collecting birds, and shoving them through rings. It's like Snake, Rattle, and Roll. Just with a slightly better graphics engine behind it.
What on earth, Snake, Rattle, and Roll?
Oh, dude. Oh, fucking hell, dude.
Have I asked the ultimate question now? Is this going to go on?
Snake, Rattle, and Roll for the Mega Drive or Genesis. Oh, it is a fucking abomination, mate. I think Lord Cat did do one of his Until We Win on it, and it is just impossible. It is just shite and tedious and boring. Pretty much like Sonic 3D, in fact.
I've actually beaten Sonic 3D, and as far as 3D Sonic games go, it's not half bad. I'd play it over Sonic 360 any day. At least we don't hump the wall.
I refuse. I just refuse to acknowledge that game exists. It's so shite.
I know.
And what was next? I think there was a Sonic game that was a rip-off of Super Mario 64. I think it was on the Saturn.
Sonic
Jam or something.
Sonic Jam wasn't a rip-off of Super Mario 64. Sonic Jam was a Meg collection, but it had a 3D Sonic that you could play as, and that was basically the hub world. And when you walked into a building, you could access the old Sonic games. That was basically your way of picking what game you wanted to play.
No, fair enough. So it wasn't an actual separate game then?
No, it was just a collector's edition sort of disc.
I never owned a Saturn, so I refuse to acknowledge that one exists either. Anyway, we're out of time.
Alright, see you next part, YouTube.